Ballers not just showing off in the win column, but showing off on the field, Case. But the play that I was most enamored by this week was not on a baseball diamond, but it was in the ring. Casey is the newest member of Big Time Wrestling, if I'm not mistaken. Take me through the move that you put on that stunner that you did in the ring.
Yeah, I grew up a big fan of Stone Cold Steve Austin, obviously, as did everybody in my age demographic. And so, I showed up at Big Time Wrestling. They're a sponsor of the Ballers. They're a partner of the Ballers. They invited us out, but you guys are all on the road. So somebody had to go show up and represent. And so it was really funny. Earlier in the night, they gave me the mic, center of the ring, full house, and they let me just kind of cut a promo where I let it rip for about 5 minutes, shouting out the Ballers and everything. But there's one guy I saw online talking smack ahead of his wrestling match at Big Time Wrestling, and that was QT Marshall. So I snuck in a few digs at QT Marshall when I cut my promo, and I guess he took exception because after he cheated to win his match for the number one contendership for the title, he got on the mic and he called out the Ballers, and he was trashing the Ballers. He was trashing me. He was trashing Oakland. And so we're just not going to stand for that, right? So I had Jorge Leon, the president of the Oakland 68s, with me, Gamer Athletics from YouTube, one of our best fans, and obviously a huge YouTube vlogger. So we surrounded the ring. I jumped in. QT kept talking smack and poking me in the chest, as you saw in the video. And then he said that I could take one shot at him, but if I didn't knock him out, then it would be the last thing I ever did. So instead of trying to throw a weak punch, I was like, I know what to do. And I hit him with the stunner. Kick to the midsection, double hand wrap, boom, drop. He went down out the ring and he was gone. So yeah, it was actually probably a bucket list type of thing for me. I don't think that I'll ever forget that moment. It was one of the most fun things I've ever done in my life. As a lifelong wrestling fan, to be able to step in the ring with Big Time Wrestling was cool. And one last really neat note, Bayley, one of the biggest stars in WWE, one of the best women's wrestlers in the history of the business, was at Big Time Wrestling because that's where she trained. And after I did the stunner, I jumped out of the ring and she gave me a fist bump. And that was like over the moon, coolest moment ever. So you will see me back at Big Time Wrestling. I'm maybe a little too old to wrestle again, and I'm pretty sure QT Marshall will not be giving me another free shot after that stunner, so I'll have to be a little more careful next time for sure.
But you're gonna have to figure out a sneak attack.
Yes, exactly. I might need a chair or like everybody else in the ring with me next time.
That'll work.